Sorry, I'm not new to streaming, but I'm new to the software, and I'm also new to YouTube streaming, so I'm not sure where this might chat at. All right. So. How's this? Is this okay? Alright, I think that looks fine. I think that should be fine. So, here we are with the L0. We said this. Alright, so we're going to go through these decks, and we're going to go through them, from last place to first place, from the furthest away event that wasn't Kissimmee to the most recent event that happened like last weekend. And sitting before us right now, we have deck number 84 from the October 11th premiere. And we're literally gonna go through every single deck that was played at this event and the next two. It took me like probably 5 to 6, maybe 6 or 7 hours to put together all three of these slideshows. So I hope this is enlightening for all of you. They will not be in this format specifically for the rest of it. This is because I found a much better method, which was shout out to Primary Artemis for Illustrious DB, because I just ripped the images from that site. So, with a lot of further ado, actually. Sunstrike goes out. Actually, didn't see the Sunstrike logo. That's actually pretty sick. Oh shit, that is sick. Nice. That's pretty awesome. It's like a sun with an arrow through it. That's pretty cool. Okay. So here we are in the depths. I've taken the names off of each of these decks, mostly because I don't want to like one, embarrass anybody who didn't place very well, and two, it's just not very necessary. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could look up, but I do have the place they got and their record, so this will help a lot in just kind of looking at things and seeing how people did. So I'm not actually sure how I want to talk about all of these decks. If I want to just like go one by one, just like in depth for one of them when I find like a certain like style or archetype, or just kind of like look at key cards, explain why I think they're good or bad in the meta, that kind of thing. I haven't really decided that yet. So let's see what we got here. First off, we got, I'm assuming this is Theraheart Control, only running one Theraheart. One champion Theraheart, I should say. This deck is kind of all over the place. Very much lacks a cohesive vision, I would say. It kind of just jams every lunar thing in there and says, I hope this works. I can see where they thought there was synergy with the Toxiri searching the Dense Fog and the Fawnlet searching the Artemis and the Theraheart. Spectrus is a good card this format. I know it is. It's just Artemis is a bad card. It's so unfortunate that Artemis is a bad card. I wish it was good, but it is not. Hold on one second, guys. Alright. So, there should be background music playing. Is it playing? Okay. Um, yeah, this lunar deck, it could use some work. Definitely could use a lot more focus and a lot, yeah, just needs a lot more focus. It's all good. My voice sounds good. It's not overpowered by the music. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Alright. So, well, if I were doing this, Old Thereheart bad. It's really bad. You're never gonna get its effect off. Um, it's just way too telegraphed, and it's a 2-drop that doesn't do anything. I cut this, play another Theraheart, cut Night Venom. You don't need it. You're never gonna get it out, and it ends Fog in Hand in this deck. You just have to pick, unfortunately. Cheers Bacteris helps sometimes. I definitely wouldn't be playing it at 3 in this deck. I mean, like, you have the 3 Artemis, but I don't think you're not playing the PTA. You're playing it in the side, but it's just so unfocused. Like, I will concede that Fawnlet is good in this deck specifically because it searches either the Theraheart or the Artemis, whichever one you need, and it can stay alive for a little bit. Toxiri, it's alright. It searches Dense Fog, which is really good, and it gives it -2/-2, which is good, but I don't know. Just as a body, it's pretty weak, unfortunately. Gambit, I don't know how to feel about Gambit. It was the first premiere after Kissimmee. I'll give him a pass on the Gambit. It's really, I don't know. It's hit or miss, literally. It is in fact literally hit or miss. And then the Comalis, you needed more of those, unfortunately. If you're playing Moose, you pretty much need 3 Comalis for searches off of Artemis. And then you're also playing nowhere near enough real counter runes, I would say. Well, I guess we'll count Deadshot. So that's 2 plus 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. So that's 10 total. I'm not counting Dense Fog as a real counter rune. Yeah. You're just never getting to Moose, unfortunately, in this deck. Yeah. Alright. And now we'll go on to deck number 2 from this event. 83rd place, 0-2. Welcome everyone, if you're just joining us now. We're going over every deck in the last 3 premieres, starting with October 11th's one, and we're on the second deck, number 83, that got 83rd place, which is second to last. So, this one, I kinda like this deck, actually. This deck kind of has some sauce, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I've taken a deck that's not too dissimilar to this to a locals in one. The Hopperoo's a little questionable, I will say. Hopper's a little questionable. So is Nabi. I guess it depends on like who they ran into. If they ran into Solar, if you run into Solar, which you probably might have at the 11th, Solar was played a lot more in the 11th. One, because people were like, oh, it got second place, so it must be good. Which is true, it is good. So, if they ran into 2 Solar players and they drew Nabi, it's kind of like curtains, because there's not a lot in Solar that you can get over with Nabi. I guess we draw the PTA, that also helps you. get over with Nabi, but then you have to rely on the Sign Nectar because you're never drawing it. Actually, you're playing a 3, you might draw it with the Nabi. Who knows? But I like Antitan as a deck. I'm not sure if this is probably, actually no, this is definitely how you build it, unfortunately. Yeah. This is pretty good. What was their downfall? Possible pilot error. I don't know why you're playing Arachne's Lair. Oh, I know why. You're playing it for the Varum Destroy. I forget which one it is. Lair can be sent by one and searched by one of the other Varum Bud. So either Bud searches it, but it can't discard from it. I think that's the one. Or no. Ardbud can disenchant from it, but it can't search it. Whereas Ardvarum can search it, but it can't destroy it. I think that's the one. I think that's how that works. Let's see. 2 P-Box, 3 Gaze, 3 Dio, so that's 6 plus 2 is 8. 9, 10, 11. A little light on the counter runes. Actually, no, you're running the Rise. Actually, the Ashes and Shadows. I actually like this deck. It's very competently built. I might cut the... No, because you can search the PTA with Sign Nectar. The Spoiled Fruit. I don't know what the 1 water... That was for the Galaxies. 2 shields. Yeah, no, I don't know what... I'd have to see what went wrong with this caster's games to know... Because this deck is very competently built. So I'm not sure what went wrong with it. Interesting. Alright, next up, we got a Thunder List. Okay. This is a Thunder List. This is pretty... so, Funglo charged. This card... Nope, let's go back. So, Charged is a card that has seen a lot of experimentation, but I'm not sure that I like it. Being a free cast is all nice, but what are you ascending into? Because being a body by itself, it's a very terrible body. 2/1, you want to get that thing off the field as soon as possible. Also not playing Champ Titano Strike? Are you... Oh, wait, no, they are. It's over here. I just missed it. Okay, so... We are a little light on Illustrals. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 1-drops. But you're also playing 3 Nogs. You definitely don't need 3 of each Thunderstorm. You can definitely cut down to like 2, 3 Supercell and like 3 of the OG. Gadabolt, get it out of the deck. It doesn't go in this deck. It does have a deck it goes in, but it's not this one. Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at the side deck. Griffuse into Volt Tempest? I mean, yeah, you can side into that, but yeah, this deck is just kind of like unfocused again, but like not terribly unfocused. This is more of like they missed the forest for the trees. So to speak, they kind of went all in on Thunderstorm and didn't think, oh, I actually have to draw the Funglo and the Thunderstorm in order to get... Actually, I guess they did kind of think of that because they have the 3 rabbits and the 3 Nogs. I mean, even still, you kind of just need a supplementary engine, because if you don't draw the rabbits or the nogs, or you're just missing something, because there's not a lot of back row in this deck. There's the 3 shields, the 3 gaze, and the 2 PTA, and then that's it. Yeah, that's definitely not enough back row, even with the 3 nog. Yeah, you just don't have enough draw power, unfortunately. A Hermes list. Hermes Voltempest? Okay, this guy might be cooking. Not gonna lie. Chat. Chat, this guy might be cooking. This guy might be cooking. Okay. So, I see the vision. I see the vision. How are you getting to Griffeys? How are you getting to the Griffeys? That's my question, is how are you getting to the Griffeys? Because you're running 3, but you're not running any searchers. And I don't think you can search Griffeys. I guess you could dump it off of Hermes, because it is a wind. And you can trickery it back after you thunder enchant something. But that's really telegraphed. Alright. I'm glad to know my stream looks good. So let's see, what's the goal? The goal is Voltempest, obviously. I'm not entirely sure you were supposed to play 6 divines. Jesus. Yeah, and then playing Hermes without. Also, this is the wrong. It's the wrong and the right Sorlet to be playing. Because the 4 attack Sorlet just doesn't get over anything anymore, unfortunately. But you're never drawing Chrysor, because you have to draw that, unfortunately. I see the vision. They didn't have it. They just couldn't pull it together, unfortunately. Also, definitely not enough counter runes. You're running, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's nowhere near enough. 12 is standard. 11 is Voltempest Turbo is so based. This is the embodiment of just draw it. Hermes specials carry off A-list specials. Yeah, but like, you still have to draw the Griffeys. you do unfortunately have to draw the Griffeys, and I think that is this deck's downfall. Yeah, unless you do a trickery play. I would definitely cut the Sorlets, the A-lists, and the Galaxaires. I'm not sure what else I'd play. Probably some of the Thunder stuff. Maybe some Titano Strikes and some Thunderstorms. Definitely play a 3rd Spine Nymph. Definitely play that. Oh, Aviolets. You definitely want to be on Aviolets in this deck for sure. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is our first Lotagon deck, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. I like the Lotagon stuff. It's got some sauce. I won't lie, it's got some sauce. 8 attack, that's a pretty good amount of attack. Yeah, 8 gets over pretty much anything. And popping a rune on cast is really good. The problem with this deck is Drataya. Drataya just sucks. Not gonna lie. It just sucks. Dazing something on cast, or no, it's on receive. On receive is fine. It's alright. It's not great. And then you have to have a separate card effect, which is your Divine or your Madness, which you have to have set a turn previously. It's just not that great. Luckily, the rest of Dionysus is like actually cracked. Cyprong is amazing. It's on Fraud Watch for sure, but like it's just so too good not to play. Just like an instant out to a 2-drop is insane. And then Cynectar Champ, also insane. Drataya Drazer on Cynectar to search. That is an option, Dooms. I don't disagree with that. But also you still have Drataya on field. And having Drataya on field is a liability. A little too much for me. This person is based. They cut the Firestorm Viscerus and they're only playing the base set one. Incredibly based. Incredibly based. Gosh. I played that card in the deck I was supposed to take to Kissimmee. And I just kept drawing it in the night before testing, and I was like, this card sucks. I want to cut this card so bad. Good on this person for actually cutting it. Bad card, Firestorm Viz. Okay. And then we have the Ampups in here, which is an interesting choice. Because it is a bomb to drop. That this deck doesn't necessarily need. Yeah, this deck doesn't necessarily need this bomb. You already have the Lotagon that you can get off, but it is the Lycavolt is a lot easier to get to than the Lotagon is, simply because it only requires one card, that being Ampup. It's a little more expensive, actually, is it? Because you go Ampup, discard, expend one, Ampup, discard, expend. Ampup, Champ, discard, ascend. So that's 2 plus 3. So it's like 5 spirits. And if you're putting a Dionysus on field, you probably want to put at least 3 on it. So it costs around the same. Oh man. Spectre is very heads up pick. I don't know why you're only on 2 Madness. This is like one of the best cards in this deck. I don't know why you're only on 2. Especially to play Astrabbit. Well, actually, no, that makes sense. Astrabbit was still on its way out by the time this came out, so it does make sense that they're playing this in their main deck. 0-3, we love you. Please keep coming to premieres if this is your deck and you're watching this. Playing Drataya, Dazing Saya, then Enraging it goes kind of hard, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, but that's a 3-card combo with setup. It's just not that great. Alright, next deck. So we got like 200 of these to get through, so we'll probably keep going. After we get like through one of them, we're gonna keep going. Alright, so this is another Lotagon deck. Playing 3 Lotagons. That's a little insane, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that's a little insane. Champ Sprouter. I love this card. So good. Nexus Search. I wish it Nexus 2. But it doesn't, sadly. You should really only be playing this in the Centaur deck. You don't really want to be playing this in any deck, especially since you only have the 3 Dionysus as banks. Is that it? Yeah, you have the 3 Dionysus as banks and that's it. So you're really not doing too much with this. It's really just a body, really just a wall to like hard ascend over a drawn Lotagon, which isn't great because it doesn't usually survive. Oh, they're playing the Centaur in the side. Yeah, this should be in the main. hilarious. God, I love this card so much. It's so funny. But unfortunately, it's not good. It might be. Not actually, no, not anymore. Not with. Oh, heads up from this guy playing Dense Fogs in the side. He's very heads up, especially at the. This is the October 11th premiere. Just to remind you guys, this is the October 11th premiere. So we hadn't quite gotten to where we are now, where like the meta is defined and like the top decks are very like solidified. And I feel like Earth especially still hasn't really found a point where it's like congealing and people are finding success with it, because like there's so many builds of Earth. There's like the Zombie Fruit, there's like the Lotagon, there's the Centaur. Centaur doesn't do very well, unfortunately, which is unfortunate. I really love that card and how it works, but it's just not that great. Anyways, let's do a counter rune count. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, yeah. Definitely, what? 12, 13, 14. Okay, a little too many counter runes. You definitely shouldn't be playing Altar if your only banks are 3 Dionysus. Like, yeah, you have the Cyprong to search it, but it's just not enough. You need at least 1 or 2 stadiums, which you have on the side, but you definitely shouldn't be playing the Altar in the main if you're going to be playing the side. I put these in the main and put the Altars in the side. All right, next deck. Okay, so this is where we finally got to the point where I got tired of downloading these from Top Elestrals DB and putting them into Build Elestrals. And I just took a screenshot of the Elestrals database entry and then pasted it into the slideshow. So here we have another Dionysus deck. This one, pretty bog standard. Oh, it's got Wasp Ivy. That's the sauce. 2 Wasp Ivy, 1 Lotagon. 2 Tunic, 2 PTA. 1 Ardbud. I don't know. They probably had like 1 card slot to fill, and it's like, I don't know what else to put here. We'll just put Ardbud. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Why is Lavalith in the side? Take this out of the main, throw it away, and put the Lavalith in the main. If you're going to put the spirits in your spirit deck anyway, just put it in the main. Oh gosh, why are they doing this? This is not a Rise deck. This is definitely not a Rise deck. This is correct to have in your side, especially at this time in the game. You want to have these, but you don't want to. This is something you want to try out in a matchup where you like already win and see, is this really that good? These are good to have in your side. This is good to have in your side. Let's see, how many counter-runs are they on? Let's see, 3, 5, 8. Only 8 count. Wait, no. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 counters. Fire spirits are totally for eruption, right? No, they have the Lavalith on the side. The fire spirits are for the Lavalith on the side that they should have had in the main. Why is this Ardbud here? All it searches is Synectar. Well, I guess Synectar's half of your deck, I guess. But it's not really the half of the deck that you like want to search. Because, like, ideally, an opener either starts with a Cyprong, a Drataya, or a Synectar, and either both Synectars, or a Synectar and a Poison Tunic or a Poison Tadera. Honestly, you should have been. You could probably cut a Teratlis, play a Lunar Spirit, and then play a PTA Artemis's Arrow in this place. Alright, next one. Alright, our first solar list. Solar's lowest placement, 77th out of 85, I want to say. I think it was 85. All right. So let's take a look at this. One soul belt. Don't do this. Don't do this. Why is this here? Just cut this. So the thing about Solar is you either want to be playing 3 of something or none of something. If you're not playing it at 3, why are you playing it? The Leo Brights and the Celeste Leos, okay, they're 3 drops. You don't want to draw them. That's fine. You can cut them to 2. But all of your 1 drops, you either want to be playing at 3 or 0. Yeah, you can totally cut this Soul Bell. You're never finding this. Even with the Corvishine, you're never finding this. Off of any Fortel. Let's see. 3 Solar Bursts. Yeah. First Light. How did a Solar deck do this poorly? I mean, not everyone is the GOAT, to be fair. I mean, like, someone has to come in 77th. Statistically. Someone has to be in last. But yeah, I minus the Nebulato, the Leo Bright, the Celestial, I like that. I'd probably cut the Soul Bell, play another Nova Core. But you're only on 3? Ew. In that case, you cut a Celestleo to play either another Temple or another Glimbat. Probably another Glimbat. But you definitely want to be on more than 1 Temple. For 1, Stadium Wars, and 2, because it really helps out your poor guys. Or your, like, little guys. It makes this a 6, it makes this a 4, which is respectable, but not great. It turns this into a 4, I want to say? Gets 1 from itself, and then 1 from the field, so that's 2 plus 1 is 3. No, it turns Nebulato into 5. And then Royal Ottle it brings out of Cryoblast range. So you definitely want to be on more than 1 Temple. I'm 50-50 on Exaltus, actually. I don't know if this card is good enough to play in a modern Solar deck. Like, yeah, it gets you a 1-drop on field to ascend over, but that's only good if you have exactly Leo Bright. I just don't know how I feel about it. Alright, next deck. Is this a Chronodile list? It is a Chronodile list. Okay. So, what does LIFESTREAM Chronodile do? So we have the 3 OG Aphros. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play that. 3 Aphros, Champion, 3 Afro. 2 Chronodile, I think that's right. I don't think that's wrong. I don't know how I feel about this Nomodile, though. Is it really correct to play Nomodile, even at 1? I mean, you can search it off of Foamy, yeah. Hey, what's up, Cthulhu? How you doing? I don't know how I feel about this Nomodile. The expend just kind of like, I really like it. The 1-1 Lockagon, yeah, if you're playing Chronodile, you don't want to like go max out on this, so that is understandable. The 1 Necklace of Aphrodite, why are you playing this? If not just for, I think this might just be a tech option. 1 Noma, 1 Chrono is correct. 3 Tadpuff, that's correct. I guess the necklace is just for the search off of Afro, but it's not really good enough to play just for that, especially at 1. Oh, we're playing Argo? Argo for necklace of Harmonia or Aphrodite? This is interesting. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. 3 Madness, 1 Earthquake. Actually, how many counters are we on? It's on 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. That's not quite enough. It's better than... It's not awful, but it's not great either. I don't know. I guess this deck has a vision, but it's not really... I guess I can't really execute it that well. I'd probably cut the Locagon stuff and just like try to focus more heavily on the Chronodial stuff. All right, next. Another Dionysus deck. This one playing Cryoblast to the side. Interesting tech option. I like it. 3 Hopperoo, 1 of each Lotagon, 3 Jotaya, 2 Dionysus, 3 Sniprong. Where are the Elestrals? So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 15 1-drops? I don't think that's enough. I mean, it should be fine, though, actually. You should find one. I don't know. This deck just kind of, like, screams basic to me. Like, they're doing everything right, but I don't know. This might be player issue. This might be skill issue. And that's probably going to be... Until we get up to, like... I want to say, like, 30th place. That's probably going to be the main issue why people are in this bracket is skill issue. It's usually not a deck building error, because a lot of people like get their decks from people and like make small changes. So that's why you'll see a lot of lists that like look standard at this level. All right, this person had an idea. Wait, is this a starter deck? No, it's not a starter deck. It's only got the one. Yeah, no, this isn't a starter deck. We have Imperial in the big 2-5. With 18 Zaptor, 1 Likers, 1... What's the wind for? Because there's no side deck. Oh, it's for the Hurricane. Okay, yeah, that's what it's for. This person was cooking. Oh, you know what this is? This probably is someone that had an Imperial starter deck and modified it just a little bit. That's probably what this was. This deck does have a 100% win rate. Wait. They might be cooking. Hold up, I'll have to steal this. I did just have an idea for an Imperial deck today. But it did not look anything like this. Yo, Tomb Boombat, very heads up. Arcolith, God, I love Arcolith. Undefeated Premier list, let's go. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. Is I'm just gonna go to every Premier, win round 1, and just say I went undefeated. Win round 1, drop, and just say I went undefeated with this deck and make a deck profile out of it. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. Every Premier I go to. All right, Imperial. This card needs to be explored more. Cause like, what's the effect? It gets +1 for each Thunder in your Spirit deck. You can expend a Thunder in order to destroy a card. It's a target to destroy a card. Yeah, that's good. And it has a middle ascension that just gets right into it. Like, there has to be something here. But yeah, we just... There has to be something here. I just don't know where it is. I just don't know where it is. We'll have to find it though. All right. True, dude. So true. All right, let's see what we got here. 73rd, 1 and 3. So we're starting to pick up some wins. Yo, Joblin, the big job. Where did this deck pick up a win? Where did this deck pick up a win? Hold up, we might be cooking. We might be cooking. This deck is... This deck has to have something. I love Tsunami High Tide so much. This card rules. I love this card. I'm so sad it fell off. Because it has so many applications. For the enchant, for the change position. There's just so many things you could do. And it's searchable off of Schnark, which this person isn't playing for some reason. How do you play a Joblin deck with High Tide and not play Schnark? It's not even on the side. Yo, is that Veratuka? Yo, this person was cooking. This person was definitely cooking. Hold up. We got the 3 Sorlet. No champ Chrysler with 3 Sorlet? Are we joking? And we're on OG Javalantis for that 3 Pierce. I guess Foamy Champ's better because it discards, but yeah, this person did cook. They're on Thyrsus. They're not on Argo. I mean, you're on Dionysus, but like... Wait.